Thanks for tuning in. I'm Rick Capozzi of Survival Mindset, where we provide practical seminars and training for everyone who works, visits, or spends time in a public place. Today, we're going to analyze some first-person point-of-view footage from a recent preparing for an active shooter drill that we conducted. In this scenario, we're at a church, and we're going to see how people who have just been through about 90 minutes of classroom training respond to a single shooter attack. And keep in mind, this is their first drill in a series of drills that we're going to do. So Tyler has just fired 3 blank rounds. Tova, our victim, is wounded. She runs into the sanctuary, and first of all, she announces this is a drill. Always make sure you emphasize that. And then what you're going to see is that she is going to drop down. She says there's a crazy man in the lobby. He's shooting people. She drops down. Our shooter, Zeph Thal, who's one of the top competitive pistol shooters in the state of Pennsylvania, is using a CERT laser pistol that emits a green laser. And each time he pulls the trigger, you'll be able to see the green laser and where he hits. So the first person he goes after, again, is our victim. He gets 2 rounds into her and immediately proceeds to shoot the nice gentleman who is attempting to assist her. He hits this person who is in condition white, somewhat oblivious to what is going on, and then he begins to systematically shoot the people who are all bottlenecked trying to get out the main exit that is their best option. He turns around to see who else is still in the room. He goes back to the bottleneck, and keep in mind that what the active shooter is interested in is a body count. He fires a few more rounds. Holding your hands up didn't seem to help whatsoever. He stops here to reload. And please understand, this is one of your best opportunities to go after the shooter. Zeph is very skilled. He's very fast at this. Most people, it takes a much longer time than it takes Zeph to reload. He pops another magazine in, continues his shooting as the people are heading out the door, again, through the somewhat bottlenecked area. Very important to always know where your exits are. Now, you're going to see as we scan back, there's a few more people who are bottlenecked at this exit, and the reason that they're stuck there is that Zeph had the foresight to jam the door from the outside with a wedge. It's got a pane of glass in there. In an actual situation, hopefully they would be smart enough to break the glass out and still exit that way. But you'll see that they're basically sitting ducks as he fires a few more rounds to them. He reloads, puts another magazine in, and as mentioned previously, in the mind of the active shooter, they are interested in a body count. They want to have the most number of fatalities that they can. You're going to see that after he fires a few more rounds, he's going to turn. He's cleared the room. He's basically shot anybody that he's going to shoot in this space and continues on to the next zone. He knows a lot of people went out this door. What we find in our research is typically if somebody makes it outside of the building, they're going to live. However, when you get out of the building, don't just get outside the building and stop, as some of our participants in this program did. You'll see that Zeph comes around the corner here. He looks, nobody is in this area, but as soon as he goes out this garage door, there are several people that are very vulnerable, and he proceeds to shoot each of these 4. Now, look immediately to the far right. This gentleman is taking cover behind an air conditioning unit. Difference between cover and concealment. A cover will stop a bullet. Some would argue, will an air conditioner stop? It's at least given him a degree of concealment. Hard for Zeph to see him. He continues to shoot the other folks, comes back. You'll see there's another lady there. She ducks down. Don't know what her outcome would be. Now, you'll see far off in the distance, there's two folks back there. They were almost to this point of being safe, but they didn't quite make it around the corner. Zeph fires off a couple more rounds. He's a good shot, probably got him. You'll notice here there's a little bit of a silhouette. There's a person hiding behind that second bush who pops out just a little bit, comes back in. Again, the difference between cover and concealment, it gives her a degree of concealment, but a bullet will penetrate right through there. You'll see that Zeph squeezes off another round and probably wounded that person. So keep in mind, this was the first drill that this group did. And what's interesting and why we put such an emphasis on the reset drills, or the do-over drills as we sometimes call them, is this builds muscle memory. This particular group, when we reran this drill, they were about twice as fast, and they were able to take out the shooter before he had the opportunity to kill very many people. So we appreciate you tuning in. Certainly feel free to click like or share. If you have a question or a comment, go ahead and drop those in down below. Special shout out to my son Tyler Capozzi of TC Cinema. He does all of our videography work and our editing. I'm Rick Capozzi with Survival Mindset. We appreciate you tuning in, and stay safe.